and told me to find him myself. Determined to leave properly, I gritted my teeth and went. The address was a pool hall. Audrey had posted earlier that she wanted to learn to play pool, and Dylan, the workaholic, had apparently been skipping work for days to teach her. When I found them, he was leaning over her, his body pressed against hers, guiding her shot. The moment Audrey saw me, a contemptuous smirk crossed her lips. A few of his office sycophants who were with them gathered around, nudging each other. Well, look who's here for Mr. Anderson. Told you. The 3-day countdown wouldn't even last one. She always comes crawling back. Our boss really has her whipped. One word and she's on her knees. All right, enough talk. Pay up, losers. I frowned. I'd heard these taunts countless times before, but they had never grated on me like this. I'm not here to make up. My words were met with a burst of laughter. Oh, stop pretending, Gina. Everyone knows you're Dylan's ultimate lapdog. You couldn't be chased away with a stick. I ignored them and held out the resignation papers. Dylan, I need your signature. Just as he was about to look at the documents, Audrey whined. Dylan, honey, how do I hit this one? He immediately dropped the papers, pulled his personal seal from Audrey's pocket, and tossed it to me. Sign it yourself. And don't come bothering me here again. I'm teaching Audrey. Dylan was obsessed with his privacy. His safe was off limits to me. He would shield his phone screen even when just entering a passcode. And his personal seal, he never let it out of his sight. But now he had just given it to Audrey. He was so preoccupied with her that he couldn't even be bothered with official company documents. I clutched the stamped resignation form, my heart feeling like a cavern with a cold wind blowing through it. I turned to leave, but Dylan called out to me. Audrey's busy for the next few days. You can handle her caseload for her. He tossed a thick stack of files at me, each one with nothing but a title written on the front. I'd lost count of how many times he'd asked me to do Audrey's work. All I knew was that every time I finished, she would take the credit, but if I made a single mistake in the rush, the blame would fall squarely on my shoulders. Sometimes I'd lose my temper and refuse. He would then accuse me of being heartless, of not caring about him or the firm. He'd say if I didn't do it, he would, and I, feeling guilty about his workload, would always cave. But all my sacrifices had only earned me his entitlement and contempt. But now I was no longer an employee. The firm's business was no longer my problem. No, I've resigned. Before I could finish, Audrey's whiny voice cut in. Dylan, it's okay. If Gina doesn't want to do it, I can do it myself. Dylan immediately softened. You just went through a divorce. You're in no state to work. Go on, have fun. Don't worry about it. Then, his tone toward me turned to ice. Don't you understand? You've already upset Audrey enough with that social media stunt. Now I'm giving you a chance to make it up to her. And you're refusing? You keep this up, and in 3 days you could be on your knees begging, and I still wouldn't take you back. I almost laughed. My mother had passed away unexpectedly, and I had been so grief-stricken, I'd fainted multiple times. All Dylan had said was, when you're done crying, get back to the office on time. There's a lot of work to be done. But Audrey? She'd been divorced for 2 years, and she could still use it as an excuse to skip work. Then don't take me back. I don't care. I turned to leave. Dylan's face was a mask of shock. The coworkers were stunned into silence. Audrey, however, just chuckled. Gianna, if you don't want to do the work, just say so. There's no need to play these hard-to-get games. At her words, the tension in Dylan's face immediately eased, replaced by his usual confident smirk. His voice softened. All right, Gianna, I know I've been neglecting you late. Just be a good girl and finish Audrey's work, and in 3 days, I'll go with you to get the license, okay? I scoffed. The same empty promises. But this time, I wasn't buying. I didn't answer. I just walked away. The coworkers started their snide remarks again. What's the point of pretending? Just watch. By tomorrow at the latest, she'll be back, begging. A wicked thought crossed my mind. I wanted to see them lose their bet. I smirked and looked back at them. Fine, you just wait and see. With my resignation approved, I immediately joined my best friend's law firm. In the legal world, your reputation follows you, not the firm you work for. My friend was so thrilled to have a top-tier lawyer like me on her team that she practically bowed down in gratitude. She offered me 10 times